Alright, I have a noisy bearing whenever I make a right turn, like on a yield lane or whatever. And I'm going to try to record this and show you guys what it sounds like. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture it effectively. Hear that? Alright, swerve to the left, swerve to the right, swerve to the left, swerve to the right. See that noise? I got to get these hubcaps off. I'm dealing with this noisy bearing situation here, so we start by pulling the hubcap off. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jerk these lugs off. Somehow that thing jumped back onto forward. This DeWalt 20 volts a stud. Alright. Okay. Let's start taking the caliper off. I go both of the caliper bolts out, and I like to squeeze these pistons as far back in as I possibly can, just like you see here. I don't like the caliper to hang from the hose. We don't want the weight of the hose holding the caliper, so we use wire ties to hold the caliper while we're doing this. See if I can break this loose. Oh yeah, the 20 volt doesn't smack. Yep, there we go. And there it came. Spindle, rotor. Now we put the new rotors on there, or the new rotor. Got to get it all the way up on there. Notice the ABS wheel. There we go. That's in good shape. This is the new nut. You're actually supposed to use a new nut. These nuts cost about $15 a piece. I ordered them on Amazon. They took a while to get here. The rotors got here before the nuts did. Alright, so looks good. Alright, we got to put this on there so the hole lines up. And no, I didn't use a torque wrench. I just trusted my impact wrench on this one, because this 20 volt is a stud. Now these caliper brackets have got to be put on here. And really we need to look up the torque specs on the caliper brackets and see what we're supposed to torque them to. That's more important than a lot of people know. And I used to teach my students to be careful to get the caliper brackets right on that. But, so we're going to look up the torque specs on those. Sure. We always want to check these to make sure they're moving smoothly. These caliper bracket bolts. Caliper bracket bolts. I mean, excuse me, the caliper slide bolts are what these are, not caliper bracket bolts. Alright, so then we're going to get the caliper. We got to cut it loose and we got to put it in place. I used this little woodworking tool to completely push the caliper pistons back, and it worked well. I'm going to put these caliper bolts in there. There we go. We got them started. Now these are torqued to 27 foot-pounds is what the thing calls for. We're going to buzz them up like this first. This is my little Hercules thing I got from Harbor Freight. I really love this thing. We're set on 27 foot-pounds here. Hear that one click. And that one click. Now these lugs on this F150 torque to 150 foot-pounds. And I'm gonna, usually a tire shop won't use a torque wrench on this kind of thing, but I like to do it. Even though this big old yellow DeWalt I got would probably buzz them up there just right where they need to be. Alright, let's try another video. I got the camera in the same place it was when I made that previous recording, and I'm going to be able to swing into this turn lane and put some heavy pressure on that left bearing on this brand new rotor. Let's see what we hear. We hear no noise at all. So this is a beautiful little fix, although it was a little bit involved putting those big heavy rotors on there, but I think it was successful.